When the smoke clears after a hideous sell-off, even if it's just for a moment like today's fairly placid session, we need to go over the events of the last few days to see if there's anything good that we may have missed because we were too focused on how everything's falling apart. Which brings me to ULTA Salon Cosmetics and Fragrance, ULTA for you home gamers, the one-stop shop beauty retailer with 696 stores across 46 states that's growing aggressively and hiring 2,000 people a year, 92% of them women. ULTA used to be one of the hottest growth stocks out there. It hit a wall, spent months in the doghouse. Lately, though, it's become clear that Mary Dillon, the company's CEO since July of last year, has masterminded a terrific turnaround, something the market acknowledged when ULTA reported a spectacular quarter last month. Stock went through the roof. Now, yesterday, ULTA had its annual investor day, and in the wake of the meeting, the stock rallied $3.57, or 3.24%, as befitting one of the fastest-growing retailers. Which is why I was thrilled to get a chance to catch up with Mary Dillon, the CEO of ULTA, at the Shops at Atlas Park in Queens, New York, earlier today. Take a look. Mary, you came in just last July. You're putting up incredible numbers, the highest comp store sales numbers I'm seeing for retail, 9%. People are looking for 6%. How are you able to generate that kind of performance?
Well, first of all, we're in a great industry. Beauty is a growth industry. What we're doing at ULTA is really focusing on our guests, having great insights about her, what she wants now, what she might want in the future, and then working with our vendor partners to make ULTA really a beauty destination. So great products, great marketing, all coming together to drive our results.
And you've got different tiers. I mean, you do have mass. I know your background was to work at McDonald's with Mr. Skinner, but you also have a higher end. You've got prestige, all in one store. How does that work?
Well, you know, ULTA is all things beauty all in one place. And this is what our guests love, because if you look at any woman's beauty bag, she's not going to have all one product or all one price point. So she can come to ULTA and find things that are more prestigious, you know, higher price perhaps. She can find things that are more, she might find in other stores at a lower price. But most importantly, she can find all the products that she wants. So color cosmetics, skincare, hair care, fragrance, and an expert salon in every ULTA. So it's really a beauty destination.
Now, one of the things that you've made clear is that while your store really kind of the dominant in this particular area, there's still tremendous runway and there's still tremendous market share to be taken.
Yes, well, right now we have a really tiny share of the beauty industry, which is kind of interesting. So, you know, we're doing great, we're growing, but I see plenty of runway ahead. So our current guests coming more often, getting new guests to discover ULTA, and we're building 100 stores a year. We're very confident that that's the right pace for ULTA right now.
And you have a 5-year plan, highly unusual these days for retail. How can you feel that confident?
Well, I worked very hard with my team to step back and just say, let's figure out what's working well, what's brought us to the party, but more importantly, what are the opportunities as we look forward, what the consumer, the guests might need, what the competitive environment might be. How do we think about where do we drive growth, knowing that the beauty enthusiast, as we call her, loves what we offer. So we felt this was our time to really step back, create a really clear point of differentiation, and then lead into the future with that. So we have a 5-year plan that we just shared with our investors yesterday, and we're very confident about that.
I know the analyst day was very well attended, and even despite the fact that there is a view, whether it be because of Ebola, whether it be because the market's been down, a view that the consumer is not doing that well. September retail sales not that great. Your numbers are demonstrating that the consumer is spending on certain products.
Right. Well, beauty, you know, beauty is never going to go out of style, I believe. And our guest loves what she can do at ULTA. So our traffic numbers have been strong. You know, our overall comps, as you said, we've had a strong comp performance, and we're guiding for the year and for the 5-year with a 5 to 7% comp over the 5 years and 20% EPS growth. In the first couple of years, we're going to have some supply and IT investments, but you know, that's really strong performance, and we think it's pretty rare for a retailer to perform that way.
Well, oh, definitely. I don't have only a handful of players are doing what you're doing. You mentioned information technology, and you mentioned guests, which says to me that what you're doing is that you're building a level of loyalty that is based on finding what the customer wants, which I think is the new customer relations management that we keep saying on our show is the secret to success of retail. So the guests are actually very loyal to your company.
Right. It starts with understanding who your guest is, and we feel we know her well. And one of the neat things is that she loves coming to the store. She also loves to buy online, and our guests who are buying both in-store and online are our best guests. But she's never going to buy everything online. You know, she might want to replenish something once in a while, but she loves to come in the store, try products, try fragrances, get our services. So we offer skincare services, we offer brow waxing, and we also have an expert hair salon. So for us, understanding how that guest shops and what she needs is really critical as we thought about our 5-year plan and where to invest.
Brow waxing salon, not something you get on Amazon.
No.
And that
Exactly.
matters, right? Because when we look at the retailers that have a low price to earnings multiple, it tends to be because people believe that Amazon can take over that category. That has not been the case with your stores.
Right, so it's a combination at ULTA of a great opportunity for us to grow our services business. We have expert trained stylists that are world class. They take trend right from the runway. And when guests come and discover that at ULTA, she starts getting her hair cut and colored. She's going to come on a regular basis, getting her brows done through our Benefit Brow Bars, or her skin, a microdermabrasion through our Dermalogica skin pods. Can't do that online.
Okay, last thing I want to just get a sense, because I don't think people realize how hard turnarounds are. Some people felt that you had to turn around ULTA when you came in July. How are you able to so quickly get your own people in place and make it so that the store, which some people have felt had too quick growth, has now got well-managed, well-executed growth?
Well, first of all, we're growing rapidly still at ULTA. 100 stores a year is a pretty good growth rate, but a rate that we think is appropriate for ULTA. You know, here's my thinking. ULTA was not broken. ULTA was performing really well. Look at our year last year. We still had one of the best years in retail. My philosophy is fix it when it's not broken, right? So really understand what's working, but then think hard about what's coming and how do we put a plan and a team in place. You know, many of my team are ULTA executives that have been there for a long time and really know the business, and there's some new team members. So we put that together, and I think have a great growth plan.
Well, congratulations on having a story, so to speak, that is not dependent on some of the other things that right now are bringing down the market. You've done a terrific job. Mary Dillon, CEO, ULTA Beauty, and stay with Cramer.